The internet is freaking out over Rihanna's new man.
Kim K fires back that she didn't shade this beauty blogger.
And Katy finally addresses those nude paddleboarding photos of Orlando.
All that and more on today's Rundown. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Durr. How are you, Sinead?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. Have you heard that Britney Spears finally clapped back to all those lip sync rumors?
It's about time.
I can't wait to talk about it.
But first, Rihanna has a new man, and he's got a lot of money.
What?
New photos show Rihanna making out with a mysterious guy in a pool in Spain. But it turns out that he's not so mysterious after all. So Rihanna is vacationing with her new man, Hassan Jamil, in Ibiza in a luxurious rented villa. So this is the lowdown on Hassan. He is the heir to Saudi Arabia's largest Toyota distributor. He also owns an entire soccer league, and it's named after him. Apparently it's called the Jamil League. So the net worth for his fam is about $1.5 billion. Well, good for Riri. She needs a new man in her life, but word on the street is that he does come with a little bit of baggage because he has been linked romantically, allegedly, to Naomi Campbell.
I mean,
he's got good taste.
I know they say you shouldn't date your friends' exes, but they aren't really friends right now. They don't follow each other on social media anymore, and you know, I don't see there's nothing wrong with it.
No, I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But it is really interesting that this guy, who just happens to be connected to a lot of random things, has dabbled in Hollywood before.
I mean, he's hot from what I've heard and from what he's hot. He's hot, and he's worth a lot of money. And I don't.
He's got a soccer league, so you can go watch all the foreign soccer you want.
And I feel like Rihanna would probably like soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, do you remember when Orlando Bloom revealed his bloom?
How could anyone not remember that?
Nobody can forget that. So I feel like, you know, when you are blessed in certain areas, sometimes you just want to show off.
Yeah.
And Katy Perry kind of just confirmed this. So Katy Perry's finally speaking out on those Orlando Bloom nude paddleboarding photos from back in August 2016 on vacay in Italy. In an interview with Kiss FM's Kyle and Jackie O, the host asked why Katy wasn't naked in the photos. Katy jokes about the question and then reveals Orlando wanted to show off.
That's a great segue from therapy. I've had lots of therapy about that moment, actually. He asked me if I wanted to be, and I just you know, it was one of those things where I was like, no. I mean, he was just trying to show off for all the people back at the shore.
Katy went on to say that she had recently explained social media and Twitter to Orlando, and after the photos came out, he was #1 trending on Twitter, and then he finally felt like he understood it. Katy also said she wasn't in the mood for PDA on the paddleboard. You know, when you're dating someone sometimes, it's exciting to be like, oh, should we try and make out over here in this place or what have you? And I was just not in the mood. I saved it for the boat.
She sounds salty.
She's like he went viral on Twitter and she just kind of like,
Yeah, she's like, we got home and he was #1 trending. Yeah, she sounds salty, I'm not gonna lie. I love you, Katy, but you sound a little salty.
I'm glad she revealed this though. I mean, people were proud. Actually, I wasn't really wondering why he did it because it's kind of anybody who I feel like goes to a nude beach or does something like that when you're a public figure and you are nude in even if you're in a private place, you know there's a chance you can be seen.
Absolutely.
You have to just want to be seen and show off.
Or you just don't care.
Yeah.
Maybe he just doesn't care. I mean, how many times have we seen Bieber's Bieber?
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
So, I'm sorry, I just don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
And most importantly, I really like the way you say the word naked.
I know, okay, so pause.
Well, moving on, Britney Spears has been under fire for what seems like forever, right? 20 years at least, for apparently lip syncing a lot when she goes on stage. But finally, she is clapping back at all the haters. Our girl Britney tells us how she really feels about all those lip sync rumors. So Britney Spears' career has been plagued by all those accusations for a really long time, but now she has had enough. She appeared on Israeli TV to promote her upcoming performance in Tel Aviv this weekend, and when an interview asked Brit how much of her concerts are sung live, she was ready to give the world a piece of her mind.
How much of it is live?
I'm glad you're addressing this question because it's really funny. A lot of people think that I don't sing live. I usually, because I'm dancing so much, I do have a little bit of playback, but there's a mixture of my voice and the playback. It really pisses me off because I'm busting my ass out there and singing at the same time. And nobody ever really gives me credit for it, you know?
I really like this because When Britney started, she was like 16, and I can understand why a very young teenager at the time would not want to stand up for themselves in a world where, at that time, there's probably a lot of people that are a lot older than her putting her down. But she's been in this business for a really long time, and she deserves all of the credit that she gets and so much more, because she's now in Vegas doing her residency and still working so hard. Like those shows are intense. So much working out has to go into like preparing for a show like that. I can't even imagine. It's like, you know, I did a play one time where we had to do 30 performances and I wanted to die. So the fact that you get up on stage in front of thousands of people, yeah, kudos to you.
No, and I think it's definitely a testament to how, so you have to think for her, she does these shows, right? And she's still getting the money for it. She's still getting like press for it. And like, regardless of what the haters have to say, she's still successful. Like, it's not like she's still doing great music.
Yep.
So I think, I'm glad that she finally spoke out about it. But at the same time, even if she didn't say anything, it wouldn't change anything.
People just adore her. Like so much so that when she went to Israel to do that TV spot, they actually moved their Labor Party leadership elections up a day because they were so concerned that her sold out concert was going to affect numbers. Like, they know that she's a big deal, so the government's gonna work around Britney Spears. So you're right, she has nothing to worry about.
At all. So you know Kim Kardashian launched her KKW beauty line.
Yes, it did.
And you know, I wasn't invited to the launch party.
Yeah, me either.
But it is what it is. I'll see you later, Kim. But there were a lot of beauty bloggers and influencers that were invited. But there's a little bit of backlash because one person who was invited wasn't tagged in a photo. Kim Kardashian posted a ton of photos on Instagram from her KKW beauty launch party, posing beside bloggers, makeup artists, etc. She tagged everyone in the photos except beauty blogger Jackie Aina, and fans think it's because Jackie gave a less than perfect review of Kim's makeup line. Jackie's review said she was disappointed with the amount of makeup in the kit, considering each cost $48. Jackie complimented the kit for having a set with darker skin tones. She did really, really good as far as inclusiveness. Fans commented on Kim's pic of Jackie writing, "I'm not buying your products simply because you didn't even have the common courtesy to tag at Jackie Aina." She gave an honest review, shake my head. On Instagram Live, Jackie addressed the drama, saying, "I didn't glorify the product in my review, but I also didn't bash it." Kim puts up a picture on Instagram of everyone who came to the launch and tagged everyone but me. Is it shadier to not put up a picture at all, or to put the picture up and to not tag the one person? I mean, this is blown out of proportion.
This is one of the most annoying things I think I've ever read in my entire life, because first of all, why are you even complaining that you weren't tagged? Like, this is serious first world problems.
You're still on her Instagram.
And also, like, who cares?
Nobody.
Like, who cares? Who cares? It is a picture on Instagram. If this is what is upsetting you, like, priorities, girl.
And also, like, if you were Kim Kardashian, you have so many things to worry about and so many things going on. Could it be, and I'm gonna read Kim's response in a second, but without Kim's response, could it be that either one, she wasn't even uploading those photos, her assistant was, and they just couldn't tag? I don't know what it's just so dumb. Like, you're still on her Instagram. I could see if she like excluded her from the set, like she wasn't included, but even still, if you were invited to the party, you have nothing to complain about. So Kim has now responded on Twitter with a lengthy rant. She said, "I would never post someone's pic on my page and then intentionally not tag them. When I uploaded the album, I was tagging everyone that came to the party, and for some reason, it wouldn't let me tag Jackie's name. I figured I would just try again later, but then I realized you can't add tags after the album is posted. I hung out with Jackie Aina in my home, and she was super sweet. I love that she has an opinion, and I'll take what she said and use it to better my products." I mean...
Okay, real quick and real talk. Have you been on Instagram before when you're tagging a picture and you type in that person's name and it doesn't pop up?
Exactly.
There's a viral meme that somebody made that literally says when Instagram decides who your friends are, because Instagram has a bug on it, and when you go to tag certain people, it does not pop up. It decides that you don't follow them or you don't know them. So that's, I believe it.
That's a great point. And also, can we also say that Kim Kardashian wouldn't be upset about this person's opinion, this beauty blogger, because she sold out literally within like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like she made like $14 million.
And if she was mad about a review, why would she have even invited her to the party? Well, we decided we needed to laugh today, you guys. So Justin Bieber threw his shoe into a crowd not too long ago, and now it is being sold on the internet for a lot of money. Someone is selling Justin Bieber's right shoe that he threw into the crowd for thousands of dollars. So during a Germany show at Wireless Festival on Sunday, Justin wanted to perform barefoot, so he removed his Yeezy sneakers and threw one of them into the crowd. Yep, just one. But luckily, TMZ got a video of it. So naturally, the person who caught the right shoe brought it home and decided to sell it on eBay, because that's the first thing you would do if you had anything that belonged to Justin Bieber, of course.
Right.
So it is currently at about $6,000, and it's going up. They are Yeezys, okay?
Yeah, those are hard to get.
Yeah, that's really funny. And now there was a left shoe, if you're just in case you're wondering. Here's the update on the left Yeezy. The left Yeezy now has an Instagram account. We're not entirely sure how well it's doing, but it does have an Instagram account, and the person who caught the left Yeezy has not said whether or not they're going to be selling it. Right now, they're just cashing in on hopefully the hashtag sponsored, hashtag ad type deals on Insta. I literally can't.
If you guys have time, just go to the Left Yeezy's account, because I was looking at it earlier. So they're showing like behind the scenes of like when the shoe was thrown and like when it was caught, and they're calling it the Great Takeoff.
I love it. This person's my hero.
Hilarious.
Well, before we get out of here, we have some questions for you guys. So I want to know how you feel about Katy Perry's little interview. It seems like she was joking, but I sense a little bit of shade.
And speaking of shade, what do you think about this whole Kim K and the beauty blogger thing? Do you think she was shading her, or do you think she actually just couldn't tag? Let us know in the comments section below.
Were you gonna say goodbye?
I was, and then I thought you were. But, all right, guys.
Bye.
For more, click left for details on Taylor Swift being slammed for her NBA Awards video.
Or click to the right to learn about Beyonce's twins leaving the hospital.